Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to ClevverTV. I'm Jocelyn Davis with Dana Ward. And joining us today is one of the stars of One Tree Hill, Stephen Colletti, in the studio.
Hello, you guys.
Hello. So today we're really excited because obviously, what was this? Obviously you're on One Tree Hill.
I waved to them and I realized I needed to wave to you guys. Hi.
Hi. Hello there.
How are you guys?
We're lovely.
Good.
Thank you. Pieces in the room. We want to hear about this new project you're working on, Generation Wild.
Yeah, well, Wildlife, a new generation of wild. And that's basically, it's something that we just have online right now. The website is generationwild.tv. And it's something James Lafferty I work in One Tree Hill with, Stuart Lafferty's his little brother, and then this nature photographer, Ian Shive. We wanted to put together a travel show for a while, as far as the Lafferty brothers and I, just with work and stuff and timing, it just didn't really work out. But then Ian, who's, he just put a coffee table book together for the national parks in the States here.
Amazing photographer.
Yeah, he's a killer, amazing photographer, he's a nature conservatist, and he's really big on the outdoors, and we've always kind of been into it, and he came to us with the idea, well, why don't we feature some of the stuff about the national parks and about, kind of getting people more aware of the surroundings, even like here in LA, like what you have that's very accessible, that's within an hour's drive, whether you go camping or going on hikes, whatever it may be. Just kind of a little more of the awareness of the great outdoors, if you will, because we are obviously constantly distracted by stuff like this, and probably where you're watching this right now. But I understand.
Well, we're dishing the deets right now.
Exactly,
It's
important. This is a mix because it's funny because the show is online, but it's also saying step away from the computer for a bit and go outside because it's good for the soul.
So is it a straight up hosted series or is
it's more of
documentary style?
It's more documentary style, showing our POV of just stepping out there in the wild, kind of outside of our element too, because as an actor, you kind of feel a bit pampered from time to time, and people are doing things for you, and we're working a lot, and then it's something that we don't always get the opportunity to take this trip and just be roughing it. I mean, there was a 48-hour period where we didn't have our phones or anything, and the closest people.
OMG!
What? I'm having heart palpitations.
The closest people to us were 30,000 feet in the air, flying over commercial airliners. So so. It's shot through our POV, and then the idea is we'll stay involved with the show, but I'm not trying to be in all the episodes. We want to bring other people in, other faces. So faces, hi.
Oh, hello.
Beautiful faces.
I'm ready.
You want to go to Alaska, into the wild a little bit?
Yes.
I need snacks.
I'm like, Alaska.
I will definitely be there for that one on the other camera, But yeah, so it's something that we will carry on and bring other people and do different national parks and stuff around the country.
So what do viewers take away from it? Do they learn specifics, like historical facts, or is it just basically the info about where you're going?
Yeah, it's a mix of it all. It's brief on kind of getting facts about the wildlife or the environment. It's more of featuring the landscape, featuring the areas where you could be and in the setup that you would have, because I think what people need to take away from it is just or what I want people to take away from it when they're watching it is just the reminder of the feeling of being outdoors. I mean, you're roughing it a bit and you're getting your hands dirty and your feet wet, but it's a good feeling when you come out of it. It's you come back, you appreciate the little things, and it's a nice reflective period. It's a time to not be so distracted. And when you do that, I think you find out a lot more about yourself, and especially your friends, whoever you might take this adventure with. So.
What would you say you learned about James, your co-star? I'm sure you guys know.
No.
We've Head down to the wild.
Until you went out. Yeah.
He gets really annoyed with me. That's what I learned. James is very internal, and he's very much more of an introvert, and I'm spastic, and I'm climbing trees, and I'm rocking the boat, and I'm trying to touch the alligator, and he's just like, "What are you doing? Settle down. Take some Ritalin. Quit your fiddling." It's just it's just a constant but it's we vibe off each other like that. But between that and then his little brother Stuart lives here in LA, and James stays a lot in North Carolina, and I never really see the two of them together too much. So to see that whole brotherly love aspect play out, that was hilarious to see that, because I've known him for a few years, but I've never seen them together so much.
Right?
Yeah. And so we got along great, and it's just one of those things where we kind of all laugh at each other.
Why did you want to do this? I mean, you have such a hot career. What was it about this project that really made it something you wanted to do in your free time?
Because it's different, and I love to travel. I work to travel. I work that's all why I love what I do, is because we get to move around so much, never kind of staying in one spot. But I mean, it's something different, and I like to say respectable in a way, where it's I grew up doing Laguna Beach, and it's just the reality show. When I first watched it, I pretty much had a panic attack. And then, but I've always wanted to put together more. It's more. I love watching the Discovery Channel. I love the Travel Channel. I love that kind of stuff. Like that's kind of my guilty pleasures. And so it's something like that I always really wanted to be involved in and feature the environment and shoot, kind of some travels and just show people how amazing it is out there and how beautiful the environment is. So.
And of course, you are out in the wild. Did you have any crazy run-ins with animals at all?
There was all kinds of wildlife. The alligators were the big thing. We did do a day where we went swimming with manatees. Do you know what a manatee is?
They're kind of like whales, but slower.
And they're really sweet. They're really nice animals.
Yeah,
right?
they actually are. They're surprisingly and shockingly sweet because they're huge. They are like mini whales. Like they're absolutely big, and you get in the water with them, and you're just like, this is not right. I should not be so close to these things. It's going to eat me. Because it can fit like 9 of me in its belly.
Did you have an advisor?
Yeah, Captain Hank.
Okay.
Captain Hank of Manatee Connections was there to take care of us.
Sure.
But they are the most gentle creatures ever, and they're actually vegetarians, and they literally spend their days just kind of combing the ground and eating all the grass and the algae, and they also are very playful. You get in there and they're covered in kind of algae themselves, so they want to be scratched a little bit. Sorry, I'm scratching your leg, but it's just like they like this right here.
Action here.
Exactly. And so they would do that, and then they start to roll with you and play with you, and even the calves, they were the most fun. Cindy was one that I dubbed my girlfriend for the trip, and her and I, we had some great love-ins in the water. Yes, we rolled around all day. It was fun.
Last question. Sorry. So we're here in LA, and there's so much at our fingertips here, and it's a huge city. Is there a place locally that Dana and I need to go to immediately?
As far as outdoors?
Yeah.
Yes, I think you need to go to the Channel Islands,
okay.
which is a little bit of a drive up the 101, but amazing experience. They have like foxes that run around this island. You can go camp out there for a day. It's just beautiful because it's an island. You can you got to get yourself a little boat. So you man a boat a bit.
Most definitely.
But you get over there, and that's a good spot. But if you're trying to think more accessible, even here in LA, all the Santa Monica Mountains, the Sierras, even Lake Arrowhead, Big Bear, you go up there and it's just like away from the smog, and there's pretty hikes, lakes, eat all that up. Definitely.
Mr. Wild, I'm very inspired. Thank
Can
you.
we go
Good.
right now?
Good. I
Let's
know.
do it. 5 days till the weekend. I'm totally there. The Channel Islands are calling my name.
There you go.
Congratulations on your new project.
Thank you.
Very excited
cool.
for you. And of course, all you guys out there watching, we're going to have a link to the show, all the details right here in our story info, so stick with us. And also, come back to Clever TV for more info on One Tree Hill. I'm Jocelyn Davis with Dana Ward, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Get wild.
Do it.